Welcome back to another Bonsaicraft episode. I'm really happy to finally be able to get back to recording these for you guys. We have had some big changes. What's that particle effect for? Oh, I know what it's for. So we've had some big changes. Sorry, I got a little sidetracked there. I can't wait to actually get working on this place. Finally, hopefully get it finished, or at least one floor closer to being finished. So with that being said, let's get right down to it and not waste any more time. Okay, so I think the first thing that I want to do in today's episode, kind of just show you guys around. For those of you who missed the bonsai bud episode, we've been working on this floor, trying to get it done. We're actually really close. Like, I literally just need to finish up this carpet, which is just a matter of going back to my base and trying to get the sheep to actually breed up. And then all that's left is putting the maps on the wall. That shouldn't be too hard. It's more or less just a fact that I don't want to go around doing a world tour quite yet, as SX Cobra has actually just started working on his base a little bit more and started his channel. I feel so bad. I meant to link it in the description a while ago and I forgot to. We're going to do that in this episode for sure. I might even try putting a link on the screen, maybe in like the top corner over here somewhere, if I can figure out how to do that. But for now, I just want to show you guys, we put this cool little centerpiece in here. We're going to replace this with a normal chest when we get closer to being done with this place. We've got our shulker box, ender chest over here, crafting table, and cartography table. Those are for the other bonsais to come over and update their maps as they see fit. We're working on getting these guys extended all the way up. Oh, that was kind of cool. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I did put slime at the bottom though. 4 instances like that where I just straight up fell off. Actually that one was pretty smooth. This one does go all the way up though. This one is actually got enough honey on it. It'll take us all the way up to this floor. Oops, if I can actually get up there. Hopefully while we're working today, we'll be able to get more honey as I've set up this little bee farm here. This is a really simple and easy design. It literally is just taking a comparator output from this block. Don't really know how this block's being powered, but once it hits a signal strength of 5, it goes up and around thanks to the use of glass, which allows for redstone currents through it for some reason. But, oh, this one actually just fired. Once it hits 5, it hits this dispenser, which dispenses out a honey bottle, or a glass bottle that is, which collects honey out of the hive and then goes into a hopper, putting it over in this chest. I'm hoping to expand this a little bit more. I've been able to breed the bees, figured out, even though they're really small and can get in and out of gaps pretty easily, by putting a wall here and a trapdoor here, I can get into this area, and if I come over here and I crouch down, I can get into that block and almost kind of reach that block to breed them up. So like I said, maybe we'll expand that more. In order to do that, I am going to need more sticks. That is something I'm running out of. So I've been growing bamboo over here to help me out with that. All of these are going to be running while I'm working on this. Something that I didn't know. So I know you can chop down bamboo with an axe, right? And like, that's what you would expect to be the quickest way to do it, right? But you guys see the speed that this has taken to do this. Now watch what happens when I switch over to my sword. And this is kind of cool. I just chopped down all that bamboo in about the time it took me to chop down 2 stalks with my axe. I didn't know that. I'm kind of glad that I figured that one out. I don't actually remember where I learned that from. But no, like, that's a baffling fact. And I guess it kind of makes sense because if you think about it, like, in reality, in like the jungles and that, in like movies, you're always seeing people like walk through the like jungle whacking down trees and stuff with their little machetes. And you know, it's a diamond sword. It's gonna do a lot more damage than a machete, that's for sure. Like I said though, we've been using that to make sticks because we need a lot of redstone torches. I'm like out of redstone torches for some reason. And you need redstone torches to make just about everything. we specifically need them to make the comparators to increase this. I have the rest of the stuff, or at least I can get it fairly easily. Now, with that, we're going to quit rambling and get off to actually trying to functionally do stuff this episode. The first thing that we need to do building-wise is I built that thinking I was done with it in the bonsai bud episode, and then I realized I'm actually short a whole row of blocks. So, that being said, I need to gather up some bricks, and I don't feel like going all the way back to my base to mess with the villagers who suck at trading. So I actually discovered there is some clay down here, and I think I'm going to take my shovel and try my luck at digging up this clay and see how much we can get. Then we will need to, of course, come back and replace this with sand or something, just so that way there's not these big empty spots just chilling here. But I think I'm going to actually kind of cut from here and see how much clay I can gather up, see how much stuff I can get. And I'll catch you guys when I'm back and ready to hopefully start building again. So after all that resource gathering, I was able to find 21 pieces of clay, and then I realized I didn't have any coal, so I gathered some coal and I needed some lapis for blue dye. Got all said and done with that and just realized I have a silk touch pick and no way of making another pickaxe right now. So I guess I'm going back to my base anyways. So, mission failed, but still a success? Question mark? I don't know, but I'm gonna go over to my base. I'm gonna grab the resources I need to come back, and hopefully then we'll be able to build and get this ball rolling. After a shortly long visit to my base, yes, a shortly long visit, we got the bricks that we need. We actually have more bricks than we actually needed. But that's fine. That's perfectly fine. We finished bumping all these up by one, and we also got the carpet that we needed. So I kind of forgot that I was going to record me finishing this part up, but that's fine because now we get to put a lovely little roof over this and see it all up so we can move on to the next level. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. I'm going to figure out what resources I need real quick, and we're going to hop off to maybe doing a time-lapse with my new camera account and trying that out as I put the roof over top of this, figure out the design that it's going to match. I'm thinking that it's going to match this right here, so doing something along these lines, which actually kind of looks like I might need another layer of brick, because that's a full block right there, and then these are half slabs going into what, half slabs here. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Totally doable. I'm pretty sure I have enough resources for that. I'm not sure about the stone slabs though. Don't know how we're looking on those. Yeah, we got 8 of them here, but we You see, I was gonna say, but we're fine because we have all the stuff we need. But I was wrong. Also, how do you make brick? I feel like I just lost the right to call myself a legitimate Minecrafter because I legitimately don't know how to make a brick. How do you? Oh, I needed. Yeah. Oops. I just realized I'm pretty sure that that clay that I cooked up was supposed to be the clay balls. Well, we'll put that in there for now. We do need to make some smooth stone, which is going to pose a bit of an issue. How many stacks of 8 are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 stacks of 8. So we need 1 piece of coal does 8. So we need 8 pieces of coal per furnace. I'm just trying to prep so that way I know what all we need. I know I'm going to need some more smooth stone because we don't have enough smooth stone as it is. I could go mining for it, but I'm kind of lazy. So I don't feel like doing that. But that's fine, because we can do this. And right there, now we got 30 of these. That's not going to be enough to get us around here by any means. But it's a start. It is a valid start. I am going to grab the supplies that I think we'll need. I know we'll need these guys. Let's actually move these guys out of the way, because we're not going to be using these for the time being. And I don't think we'll need any of the terracotta. We are going to need to make one of these stacks into half slabs. And kind of make a lot of half slabs at that. Oh, you know what? We're just going to convert the whole thing. Let's see how far that gets us. I know that's not going to be enough by any means, but we'll see what happens. For now, though, I'm going to shut up, get off to building, and hopefully get ourselves a little terrace, balcony, whatever you call this thing, going around the outside here. And then once we get that going around, we'll be able to decide what we want to do for a ceiling in this room. And once we get a ceiling on this room, that will also double as our floor for the next room, which means we're that much closer to getting it done, and it's starting to look more and more like an actual possibility to get this whole thing done in today's episode and be able to be at a stage where all we have to do is put on the roof and we can officially cap this thing off and call it a done and finished project. I'm really liking how it's turning out. I hope you guys are too. I'm rambling again, so I'm going to shut up and actually just build. Ah, cool. Okay, guys. Slight technical difficulty. But we have our camera account all set up. So we're going to hopefully log in my second account. Well, not my second account. My main account. And be able to actually film a cool little time-lapse looking thing while we work on putting up... Oh, that's no good. That creeper down there. But while we work on putting up the balcony around here. So... I'm going to hopefully log into my second account, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, and, you know, get this done. Get this looking like it's ready to move on to the next floor. So, wish me luck. After our kind of interesting time lapse, I'm hoping you guys enjoyed watching that. This is where we made it. This is actually pretty good. I was wishing to get a little farther than this, but I'll take it. Obviously, we still need more bricks, but like I explained earlier, bricks have turned into a real issue. They're kind of harder to gather up as they changed the way villagers do their trading, and it's really thrown me off my game. But that's no excuse. We'll get there eventually. I really like how these windows turned out. I wasn't quite sure how to do them, but I wanted to make each floor a little bit different, and so I went with this design where we've got the black panes here, the white panes here, and then this to break it up in the middle. I actually think it looks kind of cool, especially with this white, because everything so far has been black. So hopefully you guys can let me know if you think that looks cool too. I do. I need to change these out with lanterns. I didn't know I could jump up here. That's kind of cool. I need to change them out with lanterns. I'm kind of short on lanterns. That's why I didn't do it yet. And this is kind of a unique trick. I didn't know you could do this. So apparently, whereas you can usually only jump up like one block, you can jump up on top of a torch when it's on top of these. This might be useful for future endeavors. Alright, but that set aside, I started working on the floor / roof of the area below us, and this is what I've come up with so far. So this room is supposed to be our meeting room. So this is like if we're going to have a server-wide meeting, this is where we're going to be. And I actually don't know if I'm going to put carpet down on this or not. I might actually leave it like this. So we have this smoothed quartz here, which I still need a lot of smooth quartz because as you can see, we've barely even scratched the surface of getting this filled in. But quartz is something that's a little bit more valuable and a little bit harder to get. I might have to do some trading for that and get as much as I can. Then we have these smooth stone blocks. I don't remember what they're actually called. These guys, smooth stone, yeah. And we're actually going to take this and finish this off real quick because I didn't know I had more of these left. This is going to act as something to break up the quartz just because you can only handle so much quartz side by side before it's just too white. At least for me, it's just too white. And I didn't want to repeat the pattern we have down below, exactly carbon copy it up here. So instead I went along and did this with this to kind of break it up because it's a different color block. This was not the side that I wanted to be on. This is what I'm looking for, is my scaffolding to get back up. Like I said, it breaks it up a little bit, makes it a little bit more unique, diverse. These are awful words to describe this, but they're the words I'm choosing to go with. And I don't know how I feel about it yet. It's a work in progress. As for the glowstone in the middle, originally I was like, yeah, that works. That's fine. That's perfect. That's what we did on the floor below this. Looking closer at it, I might actually see if I can get into contact with SX Cobra again and see if he'd be willing to lend me some more sea lanterns and use those instead because I think they'd look just a little bit cleaner than glowstone. Quite honestly, I think glowstone is a really hideous block. Like, it's not... There are worse blocks. There are definitely worse blocks than this. But at the same time, like, glowstone isn't a good building block. It's great if you can hide it with something. Like down below here, I think I'm actually going to hide this with trapdoors and do birch trapdoors over top of it. That still lets light through because they're technically transparent. But on this level, because I was thinking of not putting carpet on this floor, I know it's going to look really bad if I just leave it with glowstone. So I don't know. I might see about getting sea lanterns to put in here, or I might have to figure something out to do with that. Rather unfortunately, though, we are running a little tight on time for this episode, so I might actually call it here. We didn't quite get everything done that I was hoping to, but that's okay. We're so close to being done with this, and I think we can easily knock this out in one more episode. get this done in our next episode, and then we can move back to our city and I can start working on some buildings there, as I have a few projects that I've been coming up with in my head, and I might try and gather all the resources I need ahead of time to build it, so that way I can do it in one good sweep and you guys can get to see a really cool looking time lapse as I build an entire building in one episode instead of what I've been doing where it's like jump cut, jump cut, jump cut. And if you guys like these types of time lapses, let me know. I'm still working on it. I'm using a new video editor, and I completely forgot the fact that this editor came with a program specifically designed to make time lapses. I'm still kind of trying to figure that one out, but the time lapses look super cool. So hopefully you guys like them. I'd love to hear your feedback. I'd love to see what you guys want to see more of. And I guess we didn't get everywhere we wanted to in today's episode, but we did get a decent way of work done. So, decent amount, I guess I should say. That's an oh, never mind. I know what's going on there. I was going to say that's an interesting little visual glitch. Nope, there's a little mound right there. That's really awkward. So, that being said, though, I'm going to call the episode here. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. It was fun filming this episode, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.